Hi everyone, hope you are all doing well and safe. Welcome to the practical course of circuit analysis. This is Nashita Vas. I am the part of NFC Institute of Engineering and Technology, Multan.
Agenda of this experiment includes 7 different sections: lab objective, equipment needed, theoretical background of the experiment, software implementation, results and discussion part, conclusion and
The basic objective of this experiment is to determine the voltage of parallel circuit using NI Multisim software. The basic equipment needed for the experimentation is NI Multisim software installed on the personal computer. Firstly, we have to look at the theoretical background of this experiment. Parallel circuit is a type of circuit with more than one path for the current flow. Components connected in parallel circuit are basically side by side. Each load connected in a separate path receives the full circuit voltage. Total currents equal to the sum of the individual branch currents.
A simple circuit has only one appliance, bulb or resistor and only one path for the current flow. But if there is more than one appliances, then there are two different ways for the circuit them. If you have only one path for the flow of the current, then this is the series circuit. If we remove one bulb from this circuit, then all circuit goes off because current cannot flow through this. You can have more than one light in the circuit on the same path. But if one light goes off, the whole circuit goes off as well. But we can make circuit with more than one path for the current, as we can see in this diagram. Then if one light goes off, the other can stay on. This is called basically the parallel circuit.
Let's look at some example of parallel circuit that demonstrate these principles. We will start with a parallel circuit consisting of 3 resistors and a single battery.
Now if we talk about the resistances in the parallel circuit, individual resistances diminish rather than add to make the total. So the total resistance in the parallel circuit is basically the less value as compared to the very smallest value of resistance present in the network.
When we talk about the voltage evaluation rules in the parallel circuit, then we will see voltage equal in all components in the parallel circuit. Voltage drops across each branch is equal to the voltage rise. Voltage across each resistor is equal to the voltage across the battery, because all components in the circuit sharing the same point, so that voltage in all circuit is equal.
The rule for solving any parallel circuit is based on the concept of that parallel circuit has different paths for the flow of electric current. What's happening here? The electric charge is moving from the switch and the current has basically choice that to flow down from this branch, from this branch or from this branch. So find out the current from across these resistors. We have to use this formula, which is based basically on the Ohm's law, which is V is equals to IR. When we have the resistance value and the voltage value present, and we need to find out the current through this resistor or bulb, we will use this formula I is equals to E divided by R1. So I1 is basically equals to 9-volt battery divided by 10 kilo ohm resistance. So I1 is equals to 0.9 milliampere. Same case for the current I2 and same case for the current I3. If we want to find out the total resistances across these paths, first one bulb, second one bulb and third one bulb, how many resistance these bulbs contain, then we will find out this resistance by using this formula R total is equals to E total divided by I total, which is equals to the 9 volt, which we have the battery voltages, and divided by the total current. The combination or the summation of all these currents is basically equals to 14.4 milliampere current. So dividing this term, we will get the 625 ohm resistance, which is thus basically the resistance of this circuit.
In this slide, we will talk about the basic parallel connection based wiring. Like in our home, if we want to connect different equipments in parallel, the main rule we are going to follow is the connection between phase and neutral wire. Now, what are the phase and neutral wires? The basic two wires any equipment have is the positive and negative wire, which is called as the phase wire and the neutral wire. So in the parallel connection, we will connect the phase wire of one equipment with the phase wire of the second equipment, and neutral wire of one equipment with the second neutral wire of the second equipment. Like in this example of the bulbs, if we want to connect 3 bulbs in parallel, like here, we can see that each bulb has 2 wires, phase wire and the neutral wire. So we will connect the phase wire of one bulb, like here, with the phase wire of the second bulb, and the phase wire of the second bulb will be connected with the phase wire of third bulb. Same case for the neutral wire. We will connect the neutral wire negative terminal of first bulb with the negative terminal or the neutral wire of the second bulb, and the neutral wire of second bulb will be connected with the neutral wire of the third bulb. After connecting this, we will connect these bulbs with the switch basically, and the battery. This is how we can connect any equipment, different type of equipment like bulb, TV, fridge, any type of equipments will be connected in the parallel connection. If we talk about the advantages of the parallel circuit, then as compared to the series circuit, average unit that is connected in parallel circuit gets equal amount of voltage. It becomes easy to connect or disconnect a new element without affecting the working of other elements. Along the advantages of parallel circuit, if we talk about the disadvantages of parallel circuit, then if any fault happened to the circuit leads the current through different paths. There are some applications of the parallel circuit. Many household electrical wiring, such as receptacle outlets and lighting system, typically uses parallel circuits. Design of many electrical components, such as different kind of computer hardware, is also based on parallel circuit. In lighting systems, such as in a house or in a Christmas tree, often consist of multiple number of lamps connected in parallel. In car system, DC power supply works parallel. Parallel circuits are one of the main building blocks used in the infrastructure that supplies power to large populations. Now, moving towards the software which we are going to use for simulation purpose of this experiment. We will use an Multisim software for the simulation of parallel circuit. What is NI Multisim? Multisim is industry standard SPICE simulation and circuit design software for analog, digital and power electronics in education and research sector. Move towards the start panel of computer, click on all programs, then move towards the national instruments, then move towards the circuit design suite 10.0 and move towards the Multisim software. Click on it and Multisim software will be opened. If we click on NI Multisim software, this window will be appeared. NI Multisim has basically 5 major types of toolbar. First one is component toolbar, from which you are going to select the resistor, capacitor or the major electronics or any type of components basically. Next one is ammeter, voltmeter toolbar. Third one is virtual component toolbar. Fourth one is simulation toolbar, from which you are going to run a program. Fifth one is instrument toolbar, in which basically function generator and oscilloscope type things are present. In the white area you will place your circuit for the simulation purpose. To simulate our resistances-based parallel circuits, we are moving towards the NI Multisim software. Simulation is basically the testing of hardware-based modules. Firstly, we will place the components in this software. Here we have the major NI Multisim-based simulation software. Firstly, we will place the components, resistor, capacitor. Then we will make the connection between them. So in the current circuit we have three resistances, one battery and one ground. So moving towards the basically select a component icon, then move towards the basic elements of electronics, pick resistor value. Here we have first resistor of 10K, so change the value right there, pick it and place it. Next element we have resistors of 2K, pick it and then place it. In the next component we have 1K resistance, pick it and place it. After this we will place the sources and the ground terminals. So power sources basically consist of ground block, pick it and place it, then place the DC power supply right there. Now change the value of the DC power supply, because here we have the 9 volt DC power supply. So change it like this, click OK. Then for the arrangement of the circuit, we will rotate these resistances vertically by selecting the resistance first, then pressing Ctrl R. Select resistor, press Ctrl R. Select resistor, press Ctrl R. Then arrange all these components in a parallel fashion. Then we will attach all these components by using the wiring block. Here we have our complete parallel circuit based on resistances. So the next step is the measurement of current in this parallel circuit. For the measurement of current, we move towards the component block again. Then here we have the sources, then choose indicators. From indicators we will choose the ammeter. Pick the ammeter and place it. Here we have the three types of currents. One current is across R1, second is across R2, third is across R3. So we have three ammeters right there. So place the next ammeter, pick it and place it, pick next ammeter and place it. So here we have the three ammeters. Now connect these ammeters in the circuit in a series fashion. Always we will connect the ammeter in the series fashion across the resistances. So for the series circuit, we will disconnect these terminals. Disconnect all these terminals. Connect the negative terminal of this ammeter with the resistance and positive with the next ammeter. Then connect the next ammeter negative with the resistance R2 and connect the ammeter first one with the second ammeter icon. Then connect this ammeter icon negative block with the resistance positive. Then connect the battery positive icon with the ammeter positive. Here we have our connection of the basic ammeter based current measurement network of the parallel resistance based system. So click on this run block to observe the basic current across all three resistances. Run. So here we have the current across R1 is basically I1 0.899. Across R2 we have current 4.5 milliampere and across R3 we have current of 9 milliampere. same as it is the mathematical work. So from this experiment we can learn the ammeter current measurement based on ammeter or the parallel circuit. So next step is basically the implementation of voltmeter in this circuit for the measurement of voltage in this parallel circuit. So we have to place the voltmeter across the parallel connection across these resistance, because voltmeter will always connect in the parallel fashion in this network. So disconnect firstly all these ammeters and connect all these terminals again like previous we have done. Next step is the movement towards this, select component block, then choose the indicator, then move towards the voltmeter block. So voltmeter we need 3 voltmeter basically for the measurement of voltage across 3 resistances. So we will pick these 3 voltmeters, connect these voltmeters in a parallel fashion with these all resistances. Across R3 we have voltmeter, across R2 we have voltmeter, then click on the run button. Now we will check that if we have the supply voltage of 9 volt, then across each resistor we have 9 volt. Voltage will not be divided in this circuit, and across each component we will gain the actual 9 volt which will be presented on the battery. This is how we can simulate any circuit on the NI Multisim software. Here we have the current measurement of the circuit on NI Multisim software. The current coming from the battery of 9 volt is basically divided into the 3 parts: 0.89 milliampere, 9.1 milliampere and 4.5 milliampere. In this slide we have the voltage measurement of the parallel circuit. As we can see that we have the supply of 9 volt and each terminal we will get the 9 volt. So this is the basic operation of the parallel circuit. We will achieve 9 volt on each node of the circuit. Finally the conclusion is here. Voltage equal in all components in a parallel circuit. Total current equal to the sum of the individual branch currents. Individual resistances damaged to equal a smaller total resistance value. Tasks assigned for this experiment are listed in this slide. This is all from my side. You are welcome to ask any question related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening to me.